Welcome back to my sketchbook series where I am diving into almost a decade's worth of sketchbooks. This is probably the largest sketchbook tour I have ever done on my channel because there are so many sketchbooks. If you weren't here for the first video, I will link it below so you don't miss that part of the series. So the sketchbooks you're about to see, I have started dipping more into color, into paints, and really just finding a bunch of different interests. Now, if there's any large takeaway that I want you to get from these videos, I hope it is that you can be kind to yourself in your own creative process. I read tons of comments about your art struggles online, and many of you folks say, you know, I love art, but I don't love my own art. And there were stages in my life too where I created and I didn't love my art. And then I learned that, you know what, I need to be nicer to myself. And I want to create for the sake of creating because I love to create. And I found that that mindset really took away a lot of the stress with creating. And I ended up liking my artwork more because I liked the process more. So I'm just gonna put that at the beginning of this video. So if anybody out there is feeling sad about their own creative process or you're being hard on yourself, I hope that's really encouraging to you. I think that's a really common thing that artists feel. But I hope this video helps you. You're gonna see I dip into a lot of different styles. I do call myself a style hopper. And if you are one of those folks too, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. With that being said, let's dive into part 2 of the sketchbook tour. Part 3 will be out soon, so stay tuned. That will be the final part of this massive, almost decade's worth sketchbook tours. But anyway, we have a lot of art to look at, so let's go. What is this one? What is it? Oh my, you're about to see some interesting stuff, okay? Mira Byler, here's some portraits. I was getting into gouache paint and gold. I still love gold, I do. Wanderlust, okay, this came with me on my honeymoon, I think, because this is Cinque Terre, Italy. That's where we went for part of our honeymoon. What even is this? It says, today is weird. At least you're not a peony. What was I thinking? Oh man. Imaginations are funny, you know? This is cool. I was so into floating pieces of land and steampunk stuff back then. So that came out a lot in my artwork. We were at the Louvre having a picnic. I took my travel watercolors. Some interesting stuff there. Yep. More interesting stuff. I think that was dwarf. I was so into succulents back then too. Wow. Some steampunk coolness. Oh, I remember being so proud of this at the time that I made it. Some more portraits. Wow, these are cool. They're like, that one's kind of creepy, but yeah, that's cool. Man, I also remember being so into this one. But I also think I remember regretting putting these little crystals here, little steampunk elf. Man, imaginations, they're so fun. I know I just said that, but my old self, I did make up a lot of characters. Nowadays, I feel like I just don't have the time or energy or desire to do that. Like I'm more into painting landscapes and moths and just that kind of stuff. Like inspiration from places I've traveled or places I want to go. That's interesting. I remember painting this in Italy on our honeymoon. Wow, I remember that. Little tiny prints that I made from old artwork. That's cool to have them like in here because I think I sold both of those pieces and I don't think I have the scans for them anymore. Wow, I remember making that. Fun stuff, fun stuff. I think I did a painting inspired by that. More portraits. That's interesting. Wow. I was really into like blue hair and stuff back then too. See, more blue hair. This is kind of creepy. What is going on? More portraits. Some steampunk portraits. So many people railed on me for only drawing pictures of girls in my videos, but I did actually draw a lot of other things too. Aw, little dragonfly, little elf. That's creepy, wow, okay. When you are bored, draw a dinosaur. There you have it. Now you know what to draw if you're bored. That is creepy. All of this is creepy. Everybody looks so grumpy. Wow. Whoa. Well, that was fun. I really enjoyed looking through this one. Definitely brings back a lot of memories. I have a sketchbook here that is very similar to that one, so I'm assuming it is around the same time period. Let's take a look. You're probably seeing quite the evolution of artwork happen here just in sketchbook form. So this is, I don't know, I hope you find it interesting. October 2017, the sketchbook of Miranda Byler. Sure, I don't know why I needed to do that, but okay. Oh man, I remember that hand with the plants behind it, I do. I remember that one too. Those are fun, I like that. Little botanical stuff. Lots of portraits, as you can see. I think I really liked incorporating some little abstract element with these. I'm noticing that. This is when I got that ink pen and I was really trying to get used to it. And you know what? I decided around this time there was an art supply I'm just not gonna like. And I was okay with that afterward. Some poppies. Ooh, that is majestic. I like it. Ooh, that is creepy. What was I thinking? Some of my old stuff is just creepy. Happy fall. Hey, how fitting. It is fall right now. Cool. Practicing anatomy. That's a cute washi tape. Goals for my art. Okay, what were my 2017 goals? Do more oil paintings, like a dog swimming in water. Sketch more. Practice anatomy. Paint more plants. Pastels. Chalk. Question mark? Oh, pastels also had a question mark. Capture more. Something, something in focus, maybe? I don't even know. Goal should have been better handwriting. I don't know. Represent more skin tones. I like that goal. These are good goals. Wow. Avocado. Little avocados. Little design. This is fun stuff. I'm really enjoying this. Oh man, remember when this was such a trend? I would say it's on its way out, or it's already done. I don't know. Yeah. Yep. That's all I'm gonna say. Little succulent bookmark I made at one point. Oh, it's winter time in my sketchbook now, I see. What does that mean? Oh, I was into Stranger Things. Yes, good show. Something is in between these pages. Do I? Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm glad I pulled that apart. Bunch of old maps here, Mod Podged on a page. Little beach scene. I didn't know I was into water yet at that time. I didn't know I would be into it. Little did I know some of these paintings back there would happen. I don't know, this sketchbook has a smell. You know what, it could have been in that flood, I don't know. Art has no rules. You know what? I still like that. I do. I think at this time back then, I was realizing that my sketchbook is my own safe place to get things out. And I didn't have to do that for other people. I could just create, you know? And that was a beautiful thing because it felt like back then, some people were saying you can only doodle in your sketchbook or plan out bigger pieces. And then other people were saying like, why aren't you finishing these pieces and adding color? And I realized back then, you know, I can do both. I can do whatever I want. This is my place. So, I don't know, it's cool to see the evolution of that happen. Some terrariums. That's cute. Wow. I have not eaten lunch yet, but that looks good. That looks delicious. Little Zentangle. Sketchbook complete, November 17th, 2000. What? Wait, when did I start this? October 4th, 2017, and I finished this November 17th, 2000. How did I even have that kind of time back then? What in the actual world? Okay. I would not have that time now. I have twin babies. And a shop. Okay, what is this sketchbook? Let's find out. October 2015 to January 9th, 2016. The fastest I've filled a sketchbook. We just proved that wrong. We just saw how quickly the other one was filled. Okay. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, I remember. This was when I had that double-ended Prismacolor red and blue pencil. Who else had it? Let me know. Wow. Interesting little characters here. See, back in the past, though, I was really into drawing people a lot. Oh, that's so cute. How fun. Lots of people. Wow. Okay. Is this Adele? I think it's Adele. That's definitely Snape from Harry Potter. How fun. So this is like, I think just a lot of quick people drawings. That's what I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Lots of figure drawing. I know what this sketchbook is about. Okay, so I used to go on these websites where you could do these like anatomy exercises or like figure drawing exercises, and they would show you a person or some sort of figure, you know, for X amount of seconds or X amount of minutes, and you're supposed to like quickly and gesturally practice drawing it, and then it would switch to the next one and then you do it again. It was like this art exercise. I do not remember what those sites were called, but I used to spend so much time on them because I wanted to get better and improve. I don't even know. Aw, I should watch Tangled again. That sounds fun. Good times. Good times. This was definitely a sketchbook of learning. Whoa, look at those eyes. I still love drawing eyes. That looks painful. That looks like you might need to go to the chiropractor afterward. Wow, little Mira Byler, learning lots of little things with art in this sketchbook. How fun. That's that. Wow, I completed this sketchbook too. How did I have time to do all of that? I don't have that kind of time anymore. What's in this one? Let's find out. Miranda Byler, there is no date in this one, but I know it was when I lived at my old house, so probably like 2018 to 2020, something like that. Some swatches, little nose sketches. This is when I found out I like square-shaped sketchbooks. I just do. I still do. Oh, I want to do that again. Okay, this like draw your day thing, you draw like random snippets of your day. Like I had avocado toast and kombucha for breakfast. Filmed a YouTube video, did laundry. I wrote boring, mundane, annoying. It's still true. It never ends. Art goals. You can pause this if you want to read that. Some little pumpkins. I really liked to write Bible verses that spoke out to me and stuff in my sketchbooks. Obviously, in some of these sketchbooks you're about to see, you may have seen a lot of these because I started doing videos where it was like sketch with me or how to fill your sketchbook videos. So if you remember these, let me know. That is so fun. Oh man, I'm gonna take a picture of that. It would be so fun to recreate that. That is so cute. Wow, that had to take a long time. I know I did a lot of these too because they were very therapeutic and stress relieving, and I could just wind down, like watch a show and just do all these little blabs. And I usually did it to clean off my gouache or watercolor palette. Like all the muddied up colors, I would save them for this. Oh, this was a fun style. That is so cute. So cute. I have to change the battery, hold on. This video is probably gonna be so long and it is such a blast from the past. So I hope you enjoy hanging out and being all sentimental with me because I'm usually not a sentimental person. Oh my goodness, I have to show you this up close. You see that? How cute. Draw my day. I was really into this at this stage of life. I still want that outfit, yes. Another draw my day. Oh, I could go for some Bibby Bop right now. Wow, it took me a second to read that. It says gradients. That's a cool, fun thing. Oh, this is a greeting card. I can't take credit for that. I just glued it to the page. Oh, it says hi though. Hi. Cute. Okay, I really like this sketchbook. It has watercolor paper. Who is this from? Travelog Handbook. I'm gonna have to keep that in mind. Might get another one. This is when I tried string pulling in my sketchbook and it did not go well. Oh, pressing leaves, that's cute. That's fun. I like these. I should do some watercolor again. That sounds fun. Whoa, that's sweet. Anybody remember what Christmas movie this is from? One of my favorites. Oh yeah, I sewed this little pocket. I don't even have anything in it. That was so sad. Well, I sewed this pocket in my sketchbook. Okay, that's another sketchbook done. Alrighty, thank you so much for hanging around for another sketchbook tour. As I said, part 3 will be out soon. I should also say the sketchbooks in these videos are not necessarily shown in chronological order. I am not good at writing the dates in my sketchbooks, and I said this in the last video, but that is a lesson learned, and so from here on out, I really want to be better at documenting the dates so that I can kind of look back at these sketchbooks and have a better understanding of what time frame that one was made in. One more thing I want to say in this video, I do plan to do a lot more sketchbook content this year. I have been reading your comments and many of you want more sketchbook ideas videos. They take a long time to make, like a long time. It's a lot of work, but I really enjoy making them and you folks seem to enjoy watching them. So I think I'm gonna bring them back, and I don't know why I really stopped making them, but anyway, stay tuned this year because there's gonna be a lot more sketchbook videos. Thank you so much for hanging out. See you later. Bye.